who has not been mistreated, but in our darkest hours, we discover strength in Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
Our guest today reminds us of a past in which we were mistreated. And though we may wish to forget that past, we're reminded to boast. Boast that in our hardships we found strength in our Lord.
Hallelujah.
Boast that in times of need we found friends. Like our friend, Mr. Frank Parker.
I see old friends. And younger faces.
Will you be staying for the tea afterwards, Miss Jane?
Certainly. I do enjoy tea.
Is that so? But how do you feel about sandwiches?
A wonderful sermon. Indeed, few things could make a man feel weak and small, like the fight for abolition.
Ain't he a sight for sore eyes?
Some of you remember.
Grandma don't have enough time left on this earth for chaste manners.
And when speaking was no longer enough, I took action.
That's right. Amen.
Hello.
Miss James.
Hello.
Come to church on a Sunday, get mixed up with the police.
I can't believe it either. Poor Mr. Parker. You didn't happen to see anything, did you, Nate?
What makes you ask that?
I'd gathered a plate of sandwiches for you,
You did.
but when I was looking for you in the garden, I didn't see you. That would have been right around the time when Mr. Parker was...
Working with the constabulary? You fancy yourself a copper now, do you?
You don't like the question?
I'm only teasing, Rebecca. If you had pigtails, I'd be pulling them right now. You wouldn't be much of a detective if you didn't know why. I suppose that's when Grandma sent me over home to fetch the cakes. I'm afraid I'm not much help with this sleuthing, but maybe I can make it up to you tonight by taking you to a restaurant.
A restaurant? You really must be sweet on me. Dr. Ogden's on a campaign to harden my weak stomach. She brought me to LaRue's for lunch, and she insisted that I try the escargot.
You ate snails?
They're quite fine, as it turns out.
Is that so? Will you be ordering them tonight?
Well, no. But I will try something entirely new, if you will.
I can't resist the challenge, Miss James.
Then you're in trouble, aren't you?
Table for two, please.
I'm sorry, we have nothing available.
We don't mind waiting.
Unfortunately, we're fully booked up tonight, sir.
You're going to tell me and my lovely companion that you won't seat us because we are Negroes, sir?
Let's go, Nate.
Or maybe I should make a reservation for another night. Now, why did you want to go and do that?
It's not worth the fuss.
But they have no right to keep us out.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it would happen. They let me in before.
Yeah, sure they did. Accompanied by a white lady.
I didn't know you smoked.
Sure, I told you, that's where I was after the service.
You said you went home for cakes.
Yeah, that too.
Except when you came back, you didn't have any cakes. You were at the church the whole time.
Now look, there's nothing to that, all right?
Did you tell the constable who interviewed you the truth about where you were?
Why would I go and do something fool like that? Next thing you know, they're fitting me for a noose.
You have to talk to Detective Murdoch. He's a good man. You can trust him. Or Constable Crabtree.
Just keep quiet about it, Rebecca, won't you?
This puts me in a bad position at my job, Nate.
Your job? You need to think about your own people. Whose side are you on?
Whose side am I on? My skin is as black as yours, Nate Desmond. I know who I am. I don't ever get a chance to forget it. I don't need to prove anything to you, and I certainly don't socialize with men who lie to me.
Pick it up.
Mr. Desmond, I need you to come down to the station house with me.
Detective Murdoch, if my foreman sees the constabulary take me in, I'll lose my job.
I see. Answer all of my questions truthfully, and if you've done nothing wrong, I see no reason for you to come down to the station house. What did you have to do with Frank Parker's murder?
Nothing, I swear.
Mr. Desmond, you lied to the constable who took your statement, and to Miss James. Now, you need to tell me what you're hiding.
I saw someone come out of the church, but I'm sure he didn't do it.
Every witness in this case wants to tell me who didn't do it. Now, who did you see?
It was Pastor Earl. He wouldn't kill a man.
What did you see Pastor Earl do?
He threw something away. I didn't see what.
Where?
The church garden.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a good day.
Lucky man, you giving me a second chance.
We have no tables.
Look, right there.
Table for two. We are not going away, sir.
You will not be served.
Then we'll be sitting here all night.